for 2019, like many people, is to address issues that I've been putting off for years. And anyone who's watched this show knows that I tend to cry on camera a lot. And if you don't know that, here's a little look at what I'm talking about.
How are you feeling right now?
Words you should never ask me if you don't want tears. As a woman, I know what lies ahead for my daughter. I'm definitely hormonal today, Michael, so I hope you get ready. Thank you.
I'm always got you, always got you.
I typically try to laugh it off, as you can see, but the truth is I'd really love to have better control of my emotions, so I called a spiritual life coach and the queen of tough love, Iyanla Vanzant. Her hit show OWN is called If Iyanla Fixed My Life, and I wanted to see if she had time to fix mine. Take a look. I'm a very sensitive, emotional person. The part I don't like is, as a professional woman, there are times where I'm going into meetings and I find my emotions being physicalized. I can feel my throat tighten up, I can feel tears, and I feel I betray myself in those meetings.
Let me ask you a question. What is the distinction between you being a woman and you being a professional woman?
So to be an emotional woman, I think I'm playing against my own message, which is, that doesn't define me. You know, I'm much more than that.
So uncross your legs for me, and I want you to close your eyes for me. If I say to you, where is the heartbreak? Just let your body feel that. Drop below your neck. Focus all your energy below your neck. I want you to go back to what you remember about when your brother was born.
It was so fast, I was barely alive.
That's right. But what do you remember about that? Because your body remembers. It's your body that's responding, beloved. It's not your mind.
Yeah, I feel like we were born so close. That's all I remember.
And are you and him close?
Very close.
Right there. What's that? It doesn't have to make sense.
I think there were a lot of people taking my place. I think I always told my husband that I wanted to make sure I was my full self for all my children. I think it's the reason I didn't want to have too many kids. I'm pregnant right now on top of this.
Ooh, okay.
And it was a fear I had of spreading myself too thin, that I wouldn't be full for each. Is this really what's coming up at every meeting?
Yes. Sadness and heartbreak, beloved. There's a little person in there that didn't feel heard, didn't feel seen, didn't feel she was important. Her needs didn't get met.
I remember when I was 9, I broke my foot, and there was a little girl who had passed away from leukemia from another school. But I had done fundraisers for her, and I really wanted to go to her funeral, but my mom wouldn't let me go if I couldn't put my foot in the shoe.
Yeah, let that come up. Let it come up. Let her have that experience. You don't have to deny her anymore.
Strangely, though, in my mom's defense, she didn't know the foot was broken.
No. I don't want you to defend your mom. I want you to let the 9-year-old weep so she can stop showing up in meetings.
Well, do you think it's possible not to recycle these problems?
Well, you've already done that. Too late, ha ha. This is what I've learned. A mother's job, her primary job, is to screw her kids up.
Oh, then I'm going to be amazing at this.
And what I mean by that is to set them up so that their soul gets to learn what it needs to learn.
You're really good.
One of the technologies that I've been fortunate to learn is called progressive EFT, or emotional freedom technique, or tapping. What tapping does is it releases the energy that's locked in your body, and it gives you a release from the thoughts and emotions attached to the energy. I want you to come right here. Just do what I do. Even though there's a part of me.
There's a part of me?
A very young part of me.
A very young part of me.
That is heartbroken.
That is heartbroken.
Sad.
Sad.
That now shows up in my life.
That now shows up in my life.
As inappropriate.
As inappropriate.
Emotional expression.
Emotional expression.
You could do this at a meeting under the table, you know, until it calms down, until you feel what you feel right now.
I just feel like there's movement. It doesn't feel like stuck.
And do you notice that you talked about her and didn't cry?
Oh, I didn't notice that. Was that the most obvious thing? Do you have a little girl in there?
Yeah, I've been working with her a long time.
Okay.
But sometimes she gets a little rambunctious, particularly when she get my credit card and go to a sale. When I see the bill, I need deep healing.
This isn't going to be enough.
No.
Iyanla's really good. That's one thing.
Yeah, I mean, that was really amazing. And whenever you have these things and you share them like that in front of people, it's hard. It makes it even harder. But for her to pull that out of you like that
in
was
like
really...
45 minutes. And the big takeaway was we so often worry about the people outside of us. None of my pain was about my parents. It was about something inside of me I wasn't letting go of or addressing. And so in just that acknowledgement, I was able to move past it.
Yeah.
And it was powerful. It's still with me. I mean, it's hard to watch that spot. My eyes were closed, so.
But one thing I do have to say, I don't think you ever have to worry about being enough for each one of your kids. They're lucky to have you as a mom. Very lucky.
Iyanla Fix My Life Season 6 premieres Saturday, January 12th at 9 p.m. on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.